The steady, green pulse of the heart monitor was the only rhythm in the Manila General ICU. Dr. Alana Santos, her white coat crisp and her mind sharper, scrawled notes on a chart. Science was her language, logic, her compass. Then, from bed 4, a whisper cut through the sterile air. It was a boy, no more than 8, transferred that morning from a rural province. His chart read, unknown febrile illness. His eyes were clenched shut, but his lips moved. Ang ganda niya po. She's so beautiful. Alana paused, her pen hovering. Mahaba ang buhok, ngunit baliktad ang mga paa niya. Her hair is long, but her feet are backwards. A cold finger traced Alana's spine. The words were not just delirious rambling. They were a specific, terrible detail from a story she had spent a lifetime forgetting. Her Lola's voice, warm as summer rain, flooded her memory. Child, the Engkantada lives in the oldest balete tree. She sings to lure the lonely, but never look at her feet. To see they are backwards is to see her truth, and to invite her hunger. Alana shook her head, physically dispelling the ghost of the folktale. Coincidence, fever dream. She reached to adjust the boy's IV. His eyes snapped open, not with the glassy sheen of fever, but with a profound, ancient terror. His small hand shot out and gripped her wrist with surprising strength. Hinahanap niya ako, doktora. Naririnig ko ang kanyang awit. She is looking for me, doctor. I can hear her song. Before Alana could react, the heart monitor screamed. The green pulse jagged, then flattened into a relentless horizontal line. The flatline tone filled the room as nurses rushed in, but Alana was frozen, the boy's words echoing the fading voice of her grandmother. Later, in the stark silence of her office, her phone buzzed, a cascade of messages from her mother in their hometown of San Isidro, Iloilo. Mother, Alana, come home. Mother, it is not just one child, it is an outbreak. Mother, the symptoms, the whispers. The elders are saying it is Uzog, but darker. Mother, they are saying it is the Engkantada of the old forest, your Lola's stories. Mother, we need you. We need the knowledge she gave you. Alana stared at the last line. Her Lola, the village hilera, herbal healer, and storyteller, had tried to teach her the old ways. Alana had chosen stethoscopes over spirit tales, universities over unspoken rituals. She had traded the scent of sampaguita and damp earth for antiseptic and polished floors. She typed a reply, her fingers firm. I am a scientist, Nane. I will come, but I am bringing medicine, not magic. As she packed, a small, forgotten wooden box fell from her closet shelf. It was inlaid with mother of pearl. Her Lola's lukbutan, treasure box. Against her better judgment, she opened it. Inside, resting on a fold of faded red cloth, was a single, anting a pendant of dark, carved kamagong wood, shaped like a spiraling shell. A linglingo. As her fingers brushed it, a strange, warm vibration hummed against her skin, and, for a fleeting second, the air in her modern apartment smelled impossibly of frangipani blossoms and rain-soaked soil. The scientist in her screamed psychosomatic suggestion. The little girl who once sat at her Lola's feet felt a surge of terrified hope. The roots of the sickness, San Isidro was a portrait of lush, green fear. The vibrant Pahia's festival colors were gone, replaced by drawn curtains and silent streets. Alana was greeted not by embraces, but by the haunted eyes of her mother, Mirasol. The forest is angry, an old man hissed from his porch as they drove to the clinic. We took too much. We forgot the proper ways. The town clinic was a nightmare of soft cries and whispered confessions. Children lay on cots, their temperatures soaring, distinctive blackened capillaries spidering around their eyes like dark crowns. And they all whispered of the beautiful woman with the backwards feet. Alana got to work. Blood draws, cultures, symptom charts. She liaised with Manila, seeking patterns, a vector, a pathogen. Her modern tools found nothing conclusive. The illness defied logic. It spread, but not contagiously in the medical sense. It struck seemingly at random, yet always after the victim had been near the old-growth forest at the town's edge. Frustrated, she walked the perimeter of that forest at dusk. The ancient belet trees loomed, their aerial roots forming sinister, cathedral-like cages. Here, the air was cooler, quieter. The birds did not sing, and then she heard it, faint, woven into the rustle of leaves. A woman's voice, singing a kundiman, folk love song, of heartbreaking beauty. The melody pulled at a deep, lonely place within her. She took a step forward, the scientific part of her brain shutting down, entranced. Her foot snapped a twig. The singing stopped. A profound, predatory silence followed. From the deep gloom between the roots, Alana saw a flash of movement, a pale hand, a cascade of jet-black hair, and then a foot, gracefully placed on a root, but pointing backwards. Raw, primal terror, older than science, flooded her system. She stumbled back, fumbling in her pocket. Her hand closed around the wooden Linglingo pendant. A sharp, electric warmth pulsed from it, up her arm. A deep, resonant gong sound, felt more than heard, vibrated in her chest. From the forest came a sound like a furious hiss. The presence retreated. Shaking, Alana ran back to town. She didn't go to the clinic. She went to her Lola's old Bahei, Kubo, Nipa hut, preserved behind their house. Inside, among drying herbs and clay pots, she found her Lola's journal. Not a medical text, but a record of stories, rituals, and warnings. She flipped to a page titled Sa Engkantada ang Balete, on the Engkantada of the Balete. Her Lola's elegant script explained, "She is not evil, but she is of a different law. She is the spirit of the place. When the balance is broken, when the trees are felled without asking, when the rivers are polluted with disrespect, her song turns from lullaby to lure. She claims what is precious to remind us of what we have lost. Medicine alone cannot cure a sickness of the spirit. The balance must be restored." Alana's hands trembled. The recent town council vote to sell a tract of the old forest to a logging company flashed in her mind. The groundbreaking ceremony was tomorrow. This was no virus. This was a diagnosis for the entire town. The symptom was the children's fever. The cause was a severed covenant with the land. That night, the town's toughest tricycle driver, Benjo, who had laughed at the superstitions, fell ill. His son, barely 5, described the beautiful woman at the window. The town's fear curdled into panic. Alana stood at a crossroads. To her left, her microscopes and government protocols. To her right, her Lola's journal and a pendant that hummed with forgotten power. To save them, she would have to become what she had rejected, a bridge between two worlds. She would have to learn to sing a song older than science, and enter the forest not as a doctor, but as a Balin's heir. As dawn broke, the town mayor, eager for the logging company's money, declared the ceremony would proceed. At the same moment, Alana, with the journal in one hand and her medical kit in the other, turned toward the forbidden trees. The Enkkantada's song was rising with the morning mist, and one way or another, a pact was about to be made.